Welcome, the rare gems. You can't please everyone, and trying to will only lead you astray. Ever find yourself surrounded by people who just don't seem to get it? Sigma females resonate deeply with this struggle. They possess innate mental strength, yet they aren't impervious to certain triggers. Sigma females harbor a distinct set of irritations that can provoke them. It's not merely about personal space, it's about preserving authenticity in a world that often feels artificial. So what truly irks them? Let's explore the 8 major pet peeves that prompt Sigma females to roll their eyes and reassess their social circles. Get ready, these insights may hit closer to home than you anticipate. I encourage you to stay tuned for a deeper understanding. We are starting with number 8, irrelevant interruptions. Sigma females often operate with a laser-like focus on their tasks and goals. When they're deeply concentrated, interruptions can feel like someone threw a wrench into a well-oiled machine. Picture being in the zone, fully immersed in writing a crucial report or refining an innovative idea. Thoughts flow smoothly, creativity is at its peak, and then suddenly, bam! Someone interrupts to ask about the latest TikTok trend. It's not just an inconvenience. It disrupts their mental flow and productivity. Sigma females value their time deeply. They understand its scarcity and allocate it carefully to achieve meaningful results. Interruptions that derail this process aren't just bothersome, they're seen as a theft of their most precious resource. It's akin to someone intruding into your sanctuary and rearranging your belongings while you're trying to unwind, unsettling and intrusive. Let's face it, nobody enjoys being interrupted, but for Sigma females, it's particularly frustrating because they thrive on structure and autonomy. They plan their day meticulously, organizing tasks with precision. When interrupted by trivial matters, it feels like a disruption to their carefully crafted plans. The resulting annoyance is palpable, and their reaction may range from a sharp glance to a direct comment reflecting their irritation. Moreover, the impact extends beyond the moment of interruption. Sigma females may struggle to regain their focus, wasting precious minutes or even hours trying to re-enter their productive flow. It's a ripple effect that disrupts their entire day. While the interrupter may not perceive it as a big deal, for the Sigma female, it represents a significant setback in their pursuit of excellence and efficiency. Number 7. Flaky or unreliable people. Sigma females highly value reliability and integrity above most other traits. When people flake or prove to be unreliable, it's not just a minor annoyance. It's a significant breach of trust. They meticulously plan their lives and depend on others to honor their commitments. So when someone cancels plans at the last minute or fails to fulfill a promise, it feels like the ground beneath them gives way. It's not just inconvenient, it reflects on the other person's character. Imagine clearing your schedule, possibly turning down other opportunities, only to be left hanging because someone couldn't follow through. It's exasperating. Flaky people are like unreliable Wi-Fi, frustrating, disconnecting, and causing you to doubt your choices. Sigma females don't have patience for unreliable behavior. They value trust, which is hard-earned and easily lost. Once broken, it's challenging to rebuild. What's particularly frustrating is the casual attitude flaky people often display. A simple, "Sorry, something came up," doesn't suffice. Sigma females interpret this as a lack of respect for their time and effort. It's like arranging a meeting with a ghost. You might as well be talking to thin air. Sigma females thrive on consistency and dependability. They structure their lives around principles and expect others to do the same. When someone repeatedly proves unreliable, it undermines their trust and makes them question their own judgment. It's a disappointing cycle they prefer to avoid. If you find yourself on the flaky end with a Sigma female, expect some serious side-eye. She may not express her frustration dramatically. Sigma females are known for their composure, but she's likely mentally reassessing your reliability. She values genuine connections and expects commitments to be honored. In her small but loyal circle, reliability is non-negotiable. If you find this video insightful and relatable, why not subscribe to the channel? We're dedicated to providing content that speaks to you and enhances your day. Join our community and stay updated with more valuable insights. Number 6. Public display of emotion. Sigma Females are highly introspective and prefer to manage their emotions privately. When it comes to displaying feelings in public, they feel as uncomfortable as a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Witnessing someone having a breakdown or becoming overly emotional in public is akin to nails on a chalkboard for them. It's not that they lack empathy, they actually have a deep well of it, but they highly value emotional composure and discretion. Public emotional displays disrupt the calm they strive for in their environments. Sigma females thrive in settings where emotions are managed discreetly and drama is minimized. They prefer processing feelings in a controlled private space where they can reflect and respond thoughtfully. When confronted with public emotional outbursts, Sigma females often feel uncertain and awkward, unsure of how to respond. It throws off their internal equilibrium, leaving them torn between offering comfort and maintaining their composed demeanor. Sigma females prioritize maintaining a composed exterior, viewing emotional control as a sign of strength. Public displays of emotion feel intrusive and uncomfortable, like being thrust into an unwanted spotlight. They believe emotional expression should occur in private, away from the gaze of others. What particularly unsettles them is the unpredictability of public emotional outbursts. One moment, everything is calm, and the next, there's intense emotional upheaval. This unpredictability feels like navigating a minefield, where one wrong step could lead to unintended consequences. Sigma females seek stability and emotional balance in their relationships and surroundings, avoiding environments prone to volatility. Furthermore, dealing with the aftermath of public emotional displays is draining for Sigma females. They value their time and energy and prefer resolving issues calmly and rationally, away from the lingering awkwardness of public scenes. They believe in addressing emotions in a manner that respects everyone's dignity and allows for thoughtful reflection. In essence, Sigma females navigate their emotions with discretion and prefer environments where emotional expression is handled with sensitivity and privacy. Number 5. Annoying repeated sounds. Annoying repetitive sounds are a particular torture for Sigma females. It's like their personal kryptonite. Imagine you're deeply focused on something important, and there's this incessant tapping, buzzing, or clicking in the background. For Sigma females, these sounds aren't just bothersome. They're an all-out assault on their peace of mind. Consider the classic example of a pen clicking. Every single click feels like a tiny hammer chipping away at their sanity. Soon enough, they start daydreaming about catapulting the pen into another dimension just to regain some quiet. Sigma females highly value their mental space, and repetitive noises are like unwelcome intrusions that won't leave. Then there's the challenge of enduring someone loudly chewing with their mouth open. Every smack and slurp seems amplified, as if it's echoing directly into their brain. While Sigma females may appear composed outwardly, inside, they're mentally plotting an escape from the auditory chaos. It's not merely a pet peeve, it's a struggle to maintain their composure and focus. What truly frustrates them is how these sounds manage to hijack their attention, no matter how hard they try to tune them out. It's as if their brain has a built-in radar that zeroes in on every drip of a leaky faucet, every snore in a quiet room, or every beep from an unmuted phone. Their concentration shatters, leaving them feeling irritated and on edge. Sigma females often possess heightened sensitivity to their surroundings, and annoying repetitive sounds can quickly derail what would otherwise be a productive day. It's not just about personal preference. These sounds genuinely disrupt their cognitive processes. They'll go to great lengths to mitigate these distractions, whether by investing in noise-canceling headphones, seeking a quieter workspace, or politely requesting the noise source to stop. Interestingly, Sigma females may find themselves developing a kind of super hearing, capable of detecting even the faintest sound of fingers tapping on a desk from across the room. While this keen sense of awareness can be beneficial for noticing details, it poses a challenge when trying to maintain focus amidst a chorus of repetitive noises. Number 4. Receiving unsolicited advice. Receiving unsolicited advice is akin to receiving an unexpected gift you never wanted and can't return for Sigma females. They are fiercely independent and value their autonomy, making this particularly irksome for them. It's not that they believe they know everything, but they pride themselves on figuring things out on their own. So when someone swoops in with unasked-for tips, it feels less like assistance and more like an intrusion. Imagine diligently working on a project and suddenly someone approaches with a knowing smile, offering advice that completely misses the mark. You nod politely while internally rolling your eyes so hard it might cause a headache. For Sigma females, unsolicited advice can feel like someone attempting to wrest control of the steering wheel while they're driving, both annoying and potentially disruptive. The situation worsens when the advice is glaringly obvious. Have you tried getting more sleep? Or maybe you should eat healthier. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Sigma females are typically thorough in their approach and have likely already considered and researched these basic solutions. Such advice can come across as patronizing, implying they haven't already thought of these solutions themselves. What's particularly frustrating is the underlying assumption behind unsolicited advice, that the Sigma female needs rescuing or guidance. They cherish their ability to navigate life's challenges independently, so unsolicited advice can feel like a subtle critique of their competence. It's akin to being patted on the head and told, "Let me handle this for you." To add a touch of humor, it's like being in the midst of a complex recipe and having someone interrupt to offer advice on how to crack an egg. Sigma females appreciate learning from their own experiences and mistakes, preferring to tackle challenges on their own terms rather than having solutions imposed upon them. Timing also plays a crucial role. Unsolicited advice often arrives at the least opportune moments, when they're stressed, focused, or simply trying to unwind. It's akin to being offered a lifeline when they're already comfortably on shore, unnecessary and a tad insulting. In essence, Sigma females value their independence and prefer to navigate life's complexities on their own. They appreciate genuine support and guidance when sought, but unsolicited advice can feel intrusive and dismissive of their capabilities. They thrive when given the space to learn and grow independently, trusting in their own judgment and resourcefulness. Number 3, excessive small talk. Excessive small talk is like nails on a chalkboard for Sigma females. They view it as the social equivalent of empty calories. It fills the space but lacks real substance. For Sigma females, conversations are opportunities for meaningful engagement and intellectual stimulation. So when they find themselves caught in repetitive chit-chat, it feels like a drain on their time and mental energy. Picture being at a social gathering, and someone starts discussing the weather for the umpteenth time. You've heard it all before, and honestly, whether it's sunny or raining, holds little interest for you. Sigma females crave deeper connections and conversations that provoke thought. Discussing mundane topics like the weather, celebrity gossip, or traffic conditions feels as exciting as watching paint dry. What exacerbates the frustration is the forced nature of small talk. It's like being stuck in a poorly scripted play where everyone recites lines they don't truly care about. Sigma females see through this superficiality and would much rather skip the pleasantries to delve into more meaningful discussions. They want to understand what drives people, what passions they pursue, and their perspectives on life's big questions. Then there's the unavoidable office small talk scenario. You're rushing to grab a quick coffee before a meeting, and someone corners you with details of their weekend shopping spree. Inside, you're silently pleading, "Just let me have my coffee in peace." For Sigma females, these interruptions disrupt their workflow and drain their social energy. They prefer saving their conversational efforts for interactions that hold genuine importance. The irony lies in how Sigma females adeptly navigate around small talk. They've honed tactics like the polite nod and smile, strategically retreating to quieter corners, or redirecting conversations to more stimulating topics. They've become skilled at navigating through the minefield of trivial chatter, akin to social ninjas maneuvering with precision. Sigma females aren't antisocial. Rather, they prioritize authenticity and depth in their interactions. If you engage with a Sigma female, skip the small talk. Inquire about their current projects. Discuss a recent book they've read, or explore their perspectives on significant current events. You'll find they are not only willing, but eager to engage in conversations that stimulate their intellect and foster genuine connection. Number 2, lack of personal space. Lack of personal space is a significant annoyance for Sigma females. Personal space serves as an invisible fortress that preserves their sanity. When someone encroaches upon it, it feels like an alarm going off, instantly raising their stress levels. Sigma females require that buffer to think, recharge, and simply exist without feeling crowded or pressured. Imagine being at a crowded event, and someone you barely know stands uncomfortably close, almost close enough to count their eyelashes. For Sigma females, this intrusion is akin to torture. It's not that they dislike people, rather, they need a certain amount of physical and mental breathing room. Being thrust into close proximity with others feels like attempting to navigate a maze in a straitjacket. Emotional space is equally crucial. Sigma females cherish their independence and often require solitude to process their thoughts and emotions. When someone demands too much of their time or energy, it can feel suffocating. They might daydream about escaping to a remote island where they can finally find peace and quiet. Humorously, Sigma females possess an almost supernatural ability to anticipate when their personal space is about to be invaded. They can identify a potential space invader from across the room and immediately begin strategizing an escape plan. It's akin to having a sixth sense for social boundaries. The workplace presents its own challenges. Open-plan offices, group brainstorming sessions, and team-building exercises can be a nightmare for Sigma females. They appreciate collaboration but require their own space to think and operate efficiently. Extended periods in close quarters with others often result in frustration, as they expend more energy maintaining their composure than focusing on tasks. Additionally, Sigma females are sensitive to unsolicited physical contact. A casual pat on the back or an overly long hug can cause discomfort. It's not that they reject physical contact entirely, rather they prefer it to be initiated on their terms and kept brief. Respecting their boundaries in this regard is crucial. Sigma females also highly value their alone time as a precious commodity. After a day of social interaction, they prioritize retreating to their personal sanctuary. Whether it involves reading a book, taking a solitary walk, or simply enjoying silence, this time is vital for their well-being. Interrupting this solitude is akin to disturbing a hibernating bear, best avoided for everyone's sake. In essence, Sigma females thrive when given the space to navigate social interactions and personal time with autonomy and respect for their boundaries. Understanding and honoring their need for both physical and emotional space fosters mutual respect and enhances their overall well-being. Number 1. Mindless conformity. Mindless conformity is akin to a fashion trend that Sigma females simply won't subscribe to. They view it as surrendering their individuality to meet societal expectations. Sigma females prioritize authenticity and critical thinking, so encountering mindless conformity is like witnessing a flock of sheep blindly following each other off a cliff. Imagine being in a meeting where everyone nods along to a flawed idea simply because the boss proposed it. Sigma females are the ones who remain quietly contemplative, questioning if everyone else has suddenly lost their rationality. They aren't hesitant to voice their dissent and challenge the status quo, even if it means unsettling the established order. What truly frustrates them is when individuals conform merely to fit in or avoid conflict. It's akin to watching a movie where all the characters behave, speak, and think identically, mundane and predictable. Sigma females thrive on diverse perspectives and embrace differing opinions. They would rather stand as a lone wolf than blend into a mindless herd. In a light-hearted vein, Sigma females might be perceived as rebels without a cause. Their refusal to conform isn't about rebellion for its own sake. It's about upholding their beliefs and marching to their own rhythm. They prioritize authenticity over conformity, even if it means taking a less conventional path while others opt for the more traveled road. In social settings, mindless conformity can feel confining for Sigma females, akin to being trapped in discussions revolving around trivial topics like the latest TV show or celebrity gossip. They crave meaningful exchanges that delve into ideas, aspirations, and philosophical musings, rather than participating in superficial banter. Within professional environments, mindless conformity can stifle innovation and hinder creativity. Sigma females often champion boundary-pushing initiatives, challenge assumptions, and propose fresh approaches. They aren't afraid to diverge from the norm if they believe it will yield superior results. They perceive conformity as a barrier to progress and are willing to stand alone if necessary to uphold their principles and pursue their vision. Thanks for watching Special Breeds. See you in our next one. Bye for now and God bless.